Really curious about is when you started to like go from just freestylings to like I'm gonna take this shit a little bit serious, and what was the catalyst that drove that forward?
Okay, so this is what happened for me is that it got to a point where like every time I would meet somebody new or I would see somebody that I haven't seen in a long time, all I would want to do is like show off the fact that I now knew how to rap. That's like all I wanted to do. I'd see somebody I haven't seen in like 3 years, like, oh, how you doing? And I'd be like, I could rap now. Like, you know what I mean? Like type of vibe like that. Like I would just want to be able to show off like my newfound skill. And then it got to a point where it'd be like you would meet up with someone and like you don't want to kill the vibe by being like, oh, let me freestyle. You know what I mean? Like it gets annoying after some point. So I figured the best way to showcase the fact I knew how to rap was to start making music.
So
And
how did you go about like
yeah,
that process of like starting it?
so I wrote and recorded my first song when I was 17 in my first semester of CJEP. So I was in the law program at Dawson, and the workflow was like very demanding. It was like 8 hours of school every day, come home another 4 hours of homework. It's like I was spending half my day just doing schoolwork pretty much. And I'm a huge procrastinator, especially when it comes to doing anything schoolwork or anything involved in that area. And I just constantly found myself to distract myself and not have to do my homework. I was just writing music.
Okay.
And they got to a point where I was actually using music as a distraction from having to do my schoolwork and study and all this until it got to a point where like I was spending like 4 hours a day when I should have been doing homework just making music.
So you just felt like you put in. So do you have like a lot of shit that you recorded that never saw the light of day and all that kind of stuff, or was it like a gradual thing, or did you like take all the time to polish it all up perfect? How did that go? Like, how is your like early recording process like?
So when I first started, there was definitely lack of funds was an issue. I didn't have money to be going to the studio whenever I wanted or to have anything mixed or mastered or even to have any like original beats made. So I had found this studio at the time. They're still up and running and they're like, it's a very cool spot. It's a government subsidized program that gives kids between the age of like 12 and 18 free studio time in like the Cote-Neige area.
Okay, what's it
And
called?
when I it's called NBS Studio.
Okay, cool. So yeah, keep going.
So I had started going there. I had started going there. Like I said, I didn't have money for like original production or anything like that. So I just made a remix to a song I was feeling at the time, like "Roll in Peace" by Kodak Black, and I ended up making a remix to it. And I was like, I just wanted to get it out there. I recorded it. I listened to it. I had it mixed a little. I maybe went back and like polished it a little, and then I dropped it on SoundCloud, and that was the start of it for sure. Once I released that first track, the feeling I got from like people listening to it, giving me feedback, telling me they liked it, I knew I had to keep doing it.
People are generally receptive to it.
Well, a wise person once told me that you will never receive love in your career until like you're famous, like you do on your first track. The second after the first song, everything just goes downhill.
That's a very relatable sentiment. I remember I got like a crazy fucking. I think I pulled like 500 views in a day, and I was like, "This is 2012 for me." And then
Yeah,
it never happened again like that to this day. Well, I mean, on
that's what I'm
YouTube,
saying.
like it's just not to like
Yeah, I
downplay
dropped.
my stuff, but like the facts is what you said is some real expectation management shit, and I appreciate you sharing
Yeah,
that level of knowledge with us. So yeah, sorry to cut you off,
thank you.
but
Yeah, no, it is. I think I got like something like you said, like 500 streams on SoundCloud in like a day or two. Got a bunch of likes. Everybody's resharing it. People telling me it was fire. Oh, I didn't know you could rap like that, etc., etc. And I just knew I had to keep it going from there and like keep building my way up, and eventually, finding my own sound and getting my own production, better studios, stuff like that.
so
But
so
that was definitely the start.